double dose. Andale, vámonos. They lucky I did not pull up with the check it, but they wanna hear it, so here I go. Let me talk my shit. Yeah. Let me talk my shit. They talking that shit. That's a double dose.
You know, I can't never get that music thing right. What's up? What's up? It's your boy Chucky.
It's your girl Double Dose.
And
we have a special guest. What?
Oh, my bad. I was trying to do the same thing. Well, I was trying to do it at the same time. I can't never do it right.
Do what? What were you trying to do?
I was trying to introduce the guest at the same time. Like, we got a special guest. Like,
oh, okay. 1,
2, 3.
3.
We got a special guest. Still ain't get it right.
It's like high five and pass each other. We have a special guest tonight, Mr. Jarrell Kite. Please welcome. You got your hit button.
Yeah. I'm up. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, we appreciate you for joining us. So tonight's episode is called Be Prepared. We're not talking about be prepared as in Miss Beyonce, but you should be prepared for that. We're talking about something a little bit more serious tonight, y'all. We are talking about being prepared for having life insurance. Am I right, Chucky? Okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So what we're going to discuss tonight is having life insurance, the importance of life insurance, and that life insurance really isn't as expensive as everybody think it is. And of course, you know, me and Chucky, we got our different opinions about who should have insurance, not who should have insurance, but the reason you should have it and the reason you should not have it. But I want to give our guests the opportunity to introduce themselves and talk a little bit about the insurance business. Please take it away.
All right. Thank you for having me, Double Dose and Chucky. Appreciate it. Hey guys out there, my name is Jarrell. I do insurance for a living. I'm also a MC and host also across Florida. So a little bit about the insurance side. I started in my early to mid 20s, learning about it between health and life insurance, and kind of really thought it was boring at first. Didn't really want to do it. Wanted to learn about it, but didn't really want to sell it or anything of that nature. So got into the business early on and got into a kind of a bad start, if you will, with a certain company that shall not be named. And just didn't like the way they did business. Thought it was going to be explained to me, and next thing you know, I'm in a rally. So, like, I don't know, like the mixed version of the KKK or something like that.
What?
But that's the way it felt. I mean, look, if you don't know what you're going there for, you think you're going to learn about life insurance. It's more of like a rally or that type of thing, and then they want you to join, and yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so got into that. I did it for about maybe about 2 years, somewhere around there, about 2 years. And I did it with another insurance corporation, but just got out of it because I was just like, this is a waste of my time. And it was also hard. It's not easy, to as far as the selling point. I was too inexperienced, too young, so there was that. And then I recently got back into it about year and a half, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And started with a life insurance company. I just didn't, this one in particular, I didn't like how they did business. And so then I went to another company, which I very much am, I love it now. Not to mention I get to do more than just life insurance. I know homeowners, auto, renters, insurance of apartments, and if you're renting a townhouse or a house, disability, supplemental health insurance, even insurance for travel trailers, which are RVs, of course, golf carts, boats, all of the above, liability, businesses, small businesses, if you got, salons, anything of that nature, I can insure it. So, yeah, I love it. I get to help people and educate. So,
okay. So thanks for that, and thank you for not joining the rally because that sounds terrifying. I'm not going to name the other place Chucky May because Chucky will. But so let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. Chucky shared a conversation this week regarding, and you're gonna have to flag my memory again, Chucky, about having, I guess, having insurance, the not having insurance, but still like doing things that you want to do with your life. Like the example he gave was get a BBL. So that's the example I'm gonna stick with. So I personally feel like you should be able to do both. And is that something that people can do? Like if I decide I want to get a BBL and have life insurance, is that possible? BBL, don't use BBL if that if that's an example.
It's an interesting choice. I'll say that much.
Okay,
But
let's say go to different concerts and stuff. Like, is that
yeah,
possible?
yeah, you can do both. You can do both. Like a lot of people. Go ahead, Chuck.
When okay, so when I was saying that, I wasn't saying it like you can't do both. What I was saying is that you can do both. But what I was saying is that if you're going to spend, okay, like if you're going to get a BBL, you can still get life insurance as well. Like the price difference is not. I mean, you can still like the price. I mean, the price is not gonna. It's not gonna break your pockets.
But I see why people can make like I can use the BBL right now and get somebody to, you know,
Bear, you GoFundMe, bury you.
yeah, they can go fund pad my GoFundMe a little bit. The BBL is useful now. I can use it to pay bills, buy a house. I mean, all kind of stuff. The insurance, they has to build what you call it, equity in order to take money out of it to use it. And that might be 20 years. I can get a house with a BBL in like 5 years. I'm just saying, investments.
You know what? To that point, I'll say like this: look, whatever floats your boat, whatever it'll get, that way faster. It's whatever your preference is. If that's what you want to do,
You can
look,
get life
nothing.
insurance for $10 a month.
You can,
But I
shoot, look, $10 a month. What is that? I don't know, like a little Happy Meal or something like that. I know fast food and gone up, everything and gone up, food, price and stuff like that. I don't even
That's
think you get a
sushi.
regular. Yeah, that is a hibachi spot. Like it ain't. It's heck. That's what, a little streaming service
That
a month,
is. That's Hulu.
easy. So I mean, life insurance is very affordable. The thing is, not a lot of people ask questions, and then when they do their own research, they're kind of everywhere with it. Um, but I guess to be honest, the reason why a lot of people feel like they want to do their own research, and I truly understand this, is because you have a lot of people out here selling life insurance that really only do it because they get to make a lot of money out of it.
yeah.
So they feel like they're getting taken advantage of, and they get forced into buying a policy that's not even, for them. So I understand the reason why they want to research it themselves instead of being told, hey, this is what it is, this is what it can do for you, all of these things. So I get it. I definitely understand it. So um it's really all about what company, and more importantly, what representative of that company that you're dealing with.
Okay. So let me ask this question because I've seen this conversation like dealing with what is it? It's term versus whole. And I think I
Yeah.
know for me, that confuses me because I'm trying to figure out, okay, which one is the best one as far as like I know I'll get some money out of it. Like say like in 20 years I don't use it or something.
Okay. So term versus whole life. So it's a very simple thing. Term is temporary, thus meaning term is for a term of life or a term of years, basically. Whole life is permanent. Whole life exists your entire life. At that point, when you get it, it will always be the same price.
Okay.
Now, depending on what company that you get it from, because every company offers different types of these policies. So a lot of people don't know there are four different types of term. Okay, six different types of whole life.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't know that there are six different types of whole life, four different types of term, and every single one has its own benefit. It's all about really it being explained to you so that way you can make the best educated choice that you feel is best for you and your situation at that current point.
Okay. So when you're working with people, what is your best approach with trying with educating them? That's the term I was trying to use.
Well, at my job, we like to do what we call a life needs analysis. So it's all about what's basically where you're at in life, where do you plan to go, and what type of expenses do you have? So, like when I talk to a person, my first thing is, okay, what's like, are you married? Are you single? What do you currently own? What are your expenses? Do you have any kids? I go all the way around.
So can
So
you so can you change those? I mean, out of what you just named, can you change those policies based on? Because I mean, your life changes.
right,
So can you change those policies as your life change?
it depends on what type of policy you get. Okay, so for instance, I know with my company with a term policy, you can add to it. Okay, you can add to it as far as like the coverage amount that you want to be covered for. All right, or you can take a piece or a chunk of it and turn it into a whole life. Like for a term policy, you can do that. A term policy you can add to it, right? If you feel like you need more coverage, because as you said, life changes. Maybe there are more expenses, or maybe you got married now, or maybe you have kids, so you feel like you need more coverage. Or you could take maybe a chunk of it and turn it into a whole life policy. Now, with term, we this is how I've been taught, and I kind of agree with it. Term is for if something happens to you like abruptly, like you just don't see
Mm-hmm.
it coming, like an accident. Um, maybe you get sick out of nowhere. All of a sudden, a health condition, something of that nature. Whole life is for when, like, hey, I'm eventually going to pass, like, or I know my time's coming, like more so in older age. Term, I would say, is better for a younger person that's kind of really just now starting out their life. As far as in business, I would say mid 20s, early 30s. I would say term is definitely better for a younger person, especially if you have a bigger family and a lot more to take care of as far
Mm-hmm.
as expenses go. Like we're talking about how the mortgage for a house, right? Maybe you owe, student loan debt. Your car's not paid off. All these types of expenses. Maybe thinking about your kids, because there's usually a breadwinner in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you got a breadwinner in the house, all of a sudden, God forbid, something out the blue just gone. Now, what is the spouse left to do, right? Because now, not only are you dealing with an emotional loss because you just lost, the love of your life and everything, but now you're dealing with all that chunk of money that just went kaput, gone. And it's like, how are you supposed to make that up? So you don't have the chance to properly grieve, and now you're basically stuck in survival mode with all that's left of basically his or her expenses, what they didn't have paid off, right? Say for instance, now you're in a house, now you got to worry about the mortgage, right? Trying to take care of all of that on one income instead of two. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot harder, right? And don't look, we ain't even brought in like kids or pets or anything of that nature, right? You got to do all of that too. So it's like, you really think a GoFundMe is going to help? That's just for the funeral. Most people looking at
Yeah,
that for the, you
get you
know,
back.
right. That's just enough to get you buried.
And that's what I think about when it comes to life insurance, because I think about there's a lot of other things that have to still keep going.
Right.
And
There's the
GoFundMe just helps you out with the little piece.
right.
True. And again, I'm not in favor of replacing the, insurance with the GoFundMe, but it definitely does, kind of help in a pinch, especially when you have like a situation that can get messy when it comes to insurance. I don't know if you've had experience with that or sat in the room when that has happened. Actually, yeah, tell us just a little bit. You ain't got to get no details, just a little bit of mess.
Oh yeah. There's first of all, everything varies by state. Okay, everything varies by state. Every state has their own regular rules and regulations when it comes to that. I'm here to tell you right now, even with the insurance, yes, it can get very messy. Um, uh, one in particular where someone forgot to change their beneficiary, and this life insurance policy was when this person first got married, right? Had their ex-spouse still as the beneficiary and did not update it at their time of death to their current one when they passed. So yeah, that was ugly in and of itself. And you got had person had kids with that second spouse, but the first spouse is the one that got the money because they were listed on it at the time of death, and because that first, because like I said, because that person forgot to update the beneficiary. Yeah. So
His ass up.
yeah, it was not fun. I can tell you that much. That's one I know from personal experience. So definitely, if you get a life insurance policy and stuff like that, you best make sure you update your beneficiary. If not, what I would say is, like, because a lot of people forget, they just get the life insurance and they just it's in the back of their mind. But what's almost as important as a life insurance policy is the will. If you have the will, there's nothing that anybody can do. Whatever is in that will, once it's notarized, that's exactly how it's going to go. It doesn't matter what any family member, friend, it doesn't matter what they have to say. Even the government, it doesn't matter, like if so, I don't know if y'all heard about the Chadwick Boseman situation, right?
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
been kind of following that a little bit.
yeah, Chadwick didn't have a will, right? So they just now settled it, if I'm not mistaken, I believe late last year, as far as how his money was going to be basically divided up. And I think a third of that, if I'm not mistaken, went to the government.
Yep.
Went to the state government. So yeah, it's called You Better Have Yourself a Will. It doesn't matter if you think you're young and all of these things in Hollywood or whatever.
I thought his wife. Didn't his wife.
They weren't married.
Oh, they
weren't
married.
They were just. I think they were just engaged. If I'm not mistaken.
No. They were married. They were married.
They were married. I thought
yes,
they weren't.
They did get married. But his family, I believe, got a third of it. His wife got a third, and then the state took the rest. So they got the other third because he didn't have a will. And without a will, yeah, the state can do whatever the heck they want to as far as like sorting out things and stuff like that. They can divide how to send your money, whatever's in your bank account, your 401k.
The same thing happened to Aretha Franklin as well, because they just finally settled out her taxes, and they settled out her taxes, and then she ended up paying a lot more than what she owed. I think it's $7.9 million.
Something like that.
Yeah, if people don't think a will is important, I'm here to tell you right now, it's very important. When you have a will, the state really can't do too much with it. They can't decide how to divvy up your money without that will. Yeah, boy, your family is your family is basically, yeah, they're gonna be fighting for their life in that during court when it comes to, how to basically divide your money and stuff like that. And not to mention, it's better just to have it so that way there are no issues within the family. Because let's be honest, when there's one breadwinner or one that has a very, big stature, right? Then the family comes around, and some families are greedy. Let's just be honest, and then for their own selfish ways and everything, they gonna see fit to get whatever the heck they can. They say, hey, that's my, like, I was his favorite nephew, or uncle or dad, whatever. They gonna do all of the they basically gonna do above all they can to get a piece of the pie. So having a will takes all that bickering out of it, because this is how this person wanted it to be, and that's how it's gonna be laid down.
Now, let me ask this, because this is where Chuck and I have a disagreement on this as well, as it pertains to a will, because I have a will. Now, I gotta update it because it's about 6 people in it that's dead. So
she got 6 people in there that's dead. 7 of them she don't talk to.
Oh, wow.
But that don't mean that the 7 people I probably don't talk to, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to give them something. It's just
Right.
I don't want to talk to you right now. But that's beside the point. I believe the correct thing to do to cut down on confusion especially when I'm dead, because it's no secret I'm in kidney failure. So when I'm dead, before I'm dead, I want to sit down everybody who's in my will. You shaking your head already. I want to sit down and let everybody know, maybe even give everybody a copy or pass that one page around and let everybody see it and let everybody know, hey, this is what you're getting. So that way when I am dead, it's no surprise. It's no surprise. Now, mind you, I don't have any children. I don't have a spouse. So whatever I have is pretty much going to go to my godchildren, my nieces, nephews, and a few of my siblings. So, and of course, if my parents are still alive, yes. But Chucky feels like I should not do that. One, because he's a little messy. So that's number one. He messy. He just want to be at the reading of my will, being petty and messy. But
That's really not the reason why I say don't do that. The reason why I say don't do that is because you give people the opportunity to literally go back and they can go and write whatever they want to write on their own and go get it notarized on their own and say they say that, oh, she wrote this at this and this time.
But what would be stopping them from doing that even when I'm dead?
Because they don't know when you know when you wrote it. They don't know when it was notarized. They don't know when it was done. They don't know when anything's done. So that when you're going on to glory, and when the lawyer comes in and be like da 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 da, this right here is her will. They can't. It won't be an Aretha Franklin situation when everybody comes out saying, yo, we want custody of it. We want custody of her retarded son. I mean, I'm sorry, her mentally challenged son.
I don't.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
And if that's how you feel,
I didn't mean to say that.
We might need to change this one.
Wow.
We're gonna get canceled before we even take off good.
I tried to fix it.
Try it.
I just saw everybody's eyes get big.
That's a word for it. Is try. Good.
Ooh, baby, you did that
I'm just saying. You give people the opportunity to literally. You give people the opportunity at any point in time after that to go and try to recreate something, to change it in their own, to create their own narrative.
What is your opinion?
I kind of agree with Chucky on that one. I would not tell them about it. Just let them read in what you will, because your will is what you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't, and not to mention also don't, like, that doesn't give them the opportunity to try and influence change, like to get you to kind of like change your mind on certain things. Yeah, don't do that. Whatever is in your will, that's exactly the way you want it. Leave it like that. Don't even give them a chance to try to influence you or change your mind.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty hard pressed that nothing is going to change. Only way it would change is if I got married, and even then the change is so minuscule that I probably scared off my friend the way I said I was going to make the change. So,
She was talking about leaving her husband $500.
I said 20,000. I hold on, wait a minute. The reason why I say this is because I feel like if we were married, let's
She went
say
up to 20,000. Her first thing was 500, leaving him $500. Said y'all bought a house and have cars together. She was like, well, what? He don't need nothing more than $500.
I was wait, hold on, wait a minute, because this man probably thinking like, wow, she's terrible. No, what I'm saying, well, the reason why I say it, because if we're married less than like a year, I don't feel like that's fair to take away from, say, like my, especially if my dad is still around. Like, I don't think that's fair to take away from him when, especially on days that I've been sick, and even with Chucky, like, I don't think that's fair to take from them. They've been with me from A1 day one. Why you get to come in and get all, $200,000 just because we're married? That's
They
not
done bought a house together. She's gonna leave this man $500.
and for you to be with another woman in my house, absolutely not. No.
She talking about that's 1 month of car payment.
Car pay for you. You can grieve in peace and drive in care.
First of all, who car payment that high for $500?
I've seen higher. I've seen higher. Even when I work for the DMV, I've seen a car payment for $1,175.
The national average car
after he put down $15,000 deposit.
The national average car payment in the U.S. is anywhere from $600 to $1,200
as of right now. So it's definitely
possible. Boy, look, why isn't credit taught in school? Why?
Because they're teaching the Pythagorean theorem.
That's with a 640 credit score.
What? All right. First of all, never mind. What salesman are they dealing with? Because this is
me.
But you gotta also think the average new car is being sold at 40,000 and more and higher. So,
well, of course. I mean, right now everything is based off of economics. Right now, the economic market.
And then the average interest rate is high too. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and everybody wondering why things going up. I get daily questions on all the time with car insurance. Right now, if you get in an accident, I guarantee your car will be, if they don't total it out, that is, your car will be in the shop for at least about a month and a half.
And then people think the common luxury is getting a car with heated seats and something that who wants your car seats to massage you while you drive?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Some people
that would be nice though.
Exactly. See?
If my car seat to massage me while I'm driving, I'm going to sleep. Everybody's dying. There is nobody living on the road.
Look, and double doses she said she's getting a double dose of heats and back. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
I need comfort.
That you gonna get it. You gonna get it. Look, on your thighs and your butt. And on your back, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a double dose, just like
that. And then with the BBL, she ain't be able to feel nothing. So
listen, okay, fine. I ain't gotta get a BBL. I can get implants. I can deal with implants.
Yeah.
How about just no to both? Just no to both.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Go swimming. Go swimming with her. You can catch lobsters. You can all go to the bottom.
So sick, man.
You can catch lobsters.
That's wrong, man. That is wrong. But no, man. Hey, look. Whoever want to get a BBL, whatever, that is your life. You do what you do. That's all I got for you.
My thing is, you get a BBL, but you didn't wash the ass you had in the beginning.
Okay, so thank y'all for joining us tonight.
I'm just saying, I always this is honest. The average person only takes a bath twice a week. So
Yup.
if you ain't washing your ass, you ain't washing your ass on the average twice a week. And you're gonna get a BBL. So you just gonna stretch it out and little it. This is insane.
I don't know what average, what national average that is, because honey, you
Well,
already
I mean,
know I need it. I need at least 2.
hey, look,
I'm just
we
saying.
found
They
out.
said this average, average single people only bathe twice a week.
That's so
Well,
nasty.
look, I'll say it like this: we all deal with people that are that nasty. Heck, we see it when we go out to public events in the bathroom. People not washing their hands. You know.
Work.
But I mean,
So,
but
Work.
you also have to realize when you go to the bathroom, most of those people don't even be going towards the toilet. I don't know
nah.
what the fuck they be doing.
I mean, yeah, yes and no. But I'll say it like this: I learned all about how nasty people are when I worked in retail in a shoe store and had to clean the bathroom. So I know how nasty people are. Like people thought it was a surprise. Like when I heard that one of the B Simone don't only take showers like what 3 days out the
Yeah.
week or something like that. I was just like, you know what? That's actually honestly not surprising.
And
Nasty,
somebody
but
put
not
their face
surprising.
in that though. That's the thing that concerns me. They put their face there. Like,
You know what? To be honest, it everybody got a podcast nowadays. Everybody want to just go on there and just say something stupid because it's gonna get attention. That's what I think podcasts are. It's not really about information. I would say like this: there are great podcasts that spread good information or like at least have a good conversation.
Yeah.
Nowadays, podcasts, I feel like the most of them are just basically you want to talk bad about somebody.
Yeah.
You got to point that out, or you just want to say something stupid or something out there to get yourself more followers.
Yeah.
Something abnormal that isn't of the norm, and somebody they'll basically take it and it gets spread, especially on Twitter. Lord knows that's probably the number one app of spreading misinformation and stupidity. Lord knows.
ever since that pickle took over Twitter, I don't even get on there no more.
What pickle?
You don't know what you're talking about?
No, who?
He know who I'm talking about. What's the name? Muskie? Elon Musk. You know I don't like that. You know I can't stand
She
that
said musky.
I mean, hey,
man. Stand that
the
man.
name fits.
I cannot. I
I really think that he just enjoys being a bug. Like I really think that he just enjoys being a bug.
You're doing too much, man.
He too old for that. He too old for that. That's what bothers me. You too old for that. Like, come on.
But the thing is that he really too old for that? Like
Yes.
he's literally in his 50s and he doesn't even own a home.
He looks like he looks like an Asian pickle. Like I cannot with this man.
What the heck does an Asian pickle even look like?
He's
like one of them old dried pickles. Like an old dry. Like you don't understand. I cannot stand it. He ruined Twitter. Twitter used to be fun.
Yeah, Twitter is kind of annoying now. I ain't gonna lie, they're doing too many changes. Like now this new update where
the check mark now
they got two separate timelines. They got two separate timelines for you. Now there are things that are quote unquote for you. I guess if if certain topics of your interest or whatever have you, and then you also have your own timeline. That's another tab. I came on Twitter to follow the people that I follow, see what they retweet and stuff like that. If it's certain things that they retweet that I'm not interested in, I just simply hit 3 dots. Not interested. Keep scrolling. I don't need to see outrageous crap on my timeline, and stuff like that. Like stuff that just be popping up out of nowhere. I'm just like, what was the reason? Why? Like I don't want to see this crap. I'm like, where did this crap come from? It's changes every day. It's weird.
No, for me, it's the you have to pay for certain things now. Like you have to pay to get the little check mark. I'm like, what's the point?
They're definitely start doing the same thing on Facebook and Instagram too.
Did you see that now that Facebook and Instagram is no longer paying for reels now? Did you see that? Yeah. So
no longer paying for reels, as in.
So if you have a platform and your platform is growing and you do like videos and stuff, Facebook will give you a certain amount once you hit so many followers and participation and all that other stuff. But they're not doing it anymore.
Well, there goes the days of getting rich off of social media because and like TikTok's coming to an end. We might as well say the
Yeah,
government shut that.
TikTok is supposed to be down before TikTok is supposed to be down before the end of May.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that'll be done. So basically, if you're smart, you go to Twitch or YouTube, one or two.
oh, I like Twitch. I really
I
do
don't
Yeah,
like.
think
you go to
I don't think I've personally used Twitch.
We actually have a Twitch. I don't know why
you need
What is
to.
we don't ever
You
post.
want to.
what is Twitch?
You, Twitch is basically for live streaming. It's mostly
Yeah.
for gamers. If you're a big gamer and stuff like that, you live stream.
I
And
like to get on there and bully kids.
yeah. A lot of people do that. Like, to be honest, you have a lot of like, heck, the biggest one is actually a black kid.
Yes.
Right now he has the most streamers daily following right now. I forgot what his name is, but yeah, he's a pretty big following. But yeah, it's a pretty big platform. And then YouTube for content creators. Look, once you get your following, that's it. Them views, they start hitting, and then that money start.
I did have another question. So how exactly does generational wealth happen with life insurance?
So that happens. All right. So the great thing about life insurance is the government can't touch it. The government cannot touch it at all. It's the
So
one thing. Go ahead.
So is that why, like, okay, so like with famous people, like they'll get like life insurance policies because it can be like non-taxed, and then
Bingo.
they'll get like they'll put like a lot of money in life insurance policies, and then they'll wait for long periods of time and then cash it out or put it into like trust and things like that.
Bingo. Bingo. That you basically said it. Like, there are different types of whole life insurance policies. Like I said, there are six. There are six of them. Okay. There are two in particular where you can just place your money in there, and if you, I'll say like this. I don't want to use this definition, but, or I should say this term, but if you fund it properly, more grows.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And yeah, at that time, you say if you don't want the policy no more, whatever's in there at the time of surrender, like basically you just want to kill the policy, you're tired of paying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever cash value is in that policy, that's what you get out of it. And you can use that like an annuity to basically fund your retirement. That's your check every month. Instead of like social, because we all know Social Security is going away, pensions are going away, right? So life insurance is a new thing, especially for the wealthy. That's how the wealthy stay wealthy, and that's how they build their generational wealth. So a lot of people don't know. They think, oh, I can only have one life insurance policy. No, you can't. You can have as many as you want to. If you, I say like that, that's how the wealthy stay wealthy, dude. Like, they got, I don't know how many life insurance policies, but they got lots. I myself, I have two. So I as soon as I found out about it, I started learning. I was like, oh yeah, easy decision. Not to manage, not to know, not to excuse me, not to mention, I know how to manage my money. That's the biggest thing. If you got somebody that don't know how to manage their money, it's no use in getting it, because they don't know what to do with it, and they don't know how to manage it. It's just like people hitting the lottery. You get, you get what, 800 something million, 70, 100, 70 million, whatever have you. You pay whatever you pay in taxes, right? The next thing you know, the next year they broke.
Yeah, that's true. And it's too
Spending
many
they
like
spending
that.
their money on stupid stuff. And I do mean stupid stuff. Then they get their stuff repoed. They can't pay their taxes, nothing like that. They ain't working, so they don't know how to invest their money properly. Like, it's a lot of people that don't think. They had the wrong people around them. The first thing people do to think, especially if you come from a because us as black people, this is the problem with us as far as the culture. We get money and we easily think the best way to show off art, the value, is to go buy bling and stuff. That's the thing. Like whatever's shiny, whatever's a part of like Jordans and chains and diamond earrings, or go buy this Rolls Royce. We go buy depreciating stuff, stuff that depreciates over time. That's
Mhm.
what we do, which is real dumb. But that's what we do. We go put our money in stuff that don't last or anything of that nature, and that's the biggest problem with us as a culture. So, yep. You see guys like Bill Gates and even J. Cole. Shoot, you see the way J. Cole dressed, man. Look, J. Cole got money, money.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Now,
that's go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. I did want to ask one question
Mhm.
before I forget any further. Um, when it comes to, because I know another reason why a lot of people don't get insurance is because of health concerns.
Right.
So, is that something that they still should? It let me phrase the question better. Is that something that can be easily denied for because of their health status, or
Yes and no. I would say to a person with health concerns, still apply.
okay?
Still apply. I know when it comes to the health concerns and everything, a lot of people don't. They don't even try. I would probably say that's the worst thing you can do is not try. More often than not, the only thing they can do is say no. That's how you know it's really serious. It depends on your diagnosis or whatever you have. Um, if they deny you, or it'll be twice as expensive. So it will either double in cost, maybe triple. But I would say if you believe in setting up your family for success, especially when your family, what I'm saying, like, as far as a whole, you don't have money like that.
Hmm.
I would say it's worth it because that's something that gives you it's a different type of peace of mind. As in, when I leave this earth, my family doesn't have to worry about asking other people for money that they probably don't even have.
But
You
for many, like for many health conditions like HIV
know?
and like other health conditions, you can still get policies. You have to have it for a certain amount of time before
Yes.
before it'll pay out. Correct?
Yes, that is correct. I actually work for a company now that just came out with that type of policy. You have to be age 45 right now to qualify for that. At least be an age of 45 to qualify for that. But yes, if you hold it within a certain time period, I don't know how other companies operate, but that is true. Certain companies you have to have it for a certain amount of time, and after that certain amount of time, some will pay all the way out. Others will pay the beneficiary whatever you paid into the policy plus interest.
Mm-hmm.
And they won't pay out the dollar amount or anything of that nature. But that's some companies do have that. So it's true. But yeah, I know, like I said, the company I work for, we just came out with a policy in December that does that. So I've been talking to my clients, been seeing if they're actually interested. I actually just did a life insurance policy for a woman. She got about 15 grand. She had just got done with her cancer treatments. Her cancer is now in remission. Literally, when I say literally just got done, I'm talking about maybe a week before I talked to her. And the day before I talked to her, she was at the funeral home to prepay for her funeral.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to get her life insurance. Like I said, if she lives past a certain time period that we have designated for that policy, then she gets the whole, 15. She gets the whole 15 grand. Her family does. So it's something I very much I love the fact that that is there now that I can give people a peace of mind. That way they don't have to worry about their family, thinking, oh, what should I do? What do this and prepare for that. No, they don't have to worry about that. So that's something that gives me great joy in actually helping with that.
And then my other question is with a lot of people with their concerns, like I said, HIV or any of their like their health issues. A lot of times people be afraid to disclose a lot of those issues to someone. So when they disclose those issues to you or to somebody, and like you're not a doctor or anything like
Right.
that, you can't disclose those information. You can't disclose any of those things to anyone else, can you?
No, no, it's not my place to do so, and I would never do it.
Okay.
Whatever, whatever is whatever they have, whatever they tell me, it's not my place to tell any of their business, and I would never do that. That's just I mean, you got to be a low down dirty piece of what, to do something like that, to disclose a person's condition or whatever personal information they tell you, to someone, whether it be a doctor, friend, whatever have you. It's not your place. Not to mention, I'll say this: a person might as well apply for life insurance no matter what they have, because at the end of the day, what people will do is as far as like the funeral home and doctors, they have to do an autopsy, so they can figure out if you omit something. They'll figure out what you omitted, because they will dig in and they will investigate, especially if you die of something like of natural causes or whatever condition that you had. If you
Mhm.
die prematurely, they will do their due diligence and find out what you passed away from. Okay, so I'm put that out there for everybody. They will do their due diligence and find out what you passed away from. And if they find out that you omitted something on your life insurance application, guess what? Your family ain't seeing none of that money. Barely, if anything. I can tell you that right now. So it's just best to go ahead, tell them what you got, and just basically leave it in an underwriter's hands. Let them review it. The doctor, nurses, whatever. After they do the exam, and yeah, just let it take it from there.
Okay. That would be kind of scary um to not include information like that. I mean, and I get, the stigma around most, because even with me having kidney failure, like it's kind of hard to always want to, when it comes to, filling out paperwork, like, ugh,
Mhm.
I feel like I'm already gonna be denied because um what was it last year? Well, I don't know if it's going to be implemented, in here in the South, but I forgot the name of it. It was a DaVita Center where they lost a case where people with ESRD, end stage renal disease, where the insurance company can determine if they can get all of their supplies, which is a little terrifying. So it's kind of like, ugh, I don't want to put this, but I know I got to, and um, but that is a little nerve wracking because most people, because I got denied what 3 different times within the last month for insurance until I finally got approved for but granted this is a health insurance thing. Um but I got denied 3 times because they're like, oh yeah, you're having a kidney issue. So
Yeah, some go ahead, Chucky. We're gonna say something.
She okay, so like I know me. Back in the day, this was high school. My mom was trying to get me insurance through, what was it? Washington Mutual or something like that. I don't know what it was. But I was smoking and my mom didn't know it. And they asked me, did I
Mm.
smoke? And I said no. And then I came home and I'm in the house and lady, I'm just sitting down and some man talking about open your mouth. And I was like, and then talking open your mouth. I said, I ain't open my mouth. And he said open your mouth. I said, I don't know what kind of shit you into, sir, but I'm not opening my mouth. My mama talking about, he said open your mouth. I said, Mama, I don't know what y'all into, but I'm going to bed. And then I was in the middle of talking and he just right, literally just all hit me all in the back of my throat. Whole Q-tips and all in the back of my throat. And then the only thing he came back and said that I was denied. And I never knew I was denied for. And then later on, I tried to get insurance again. And then said it was another insurance company, and they just automatically came back and said I was not approved. I didn't know why. And then I tried to get insurance again through Prudential, and I was over 18 then. And then I was like, okay, it said I was denied, so I inquired to find out why I was denied. And then it went back to Washington Mutual, and then they sent me an explanation of why, and they said that I was a smoker, and I was like, but I don't smoke. So I had to do the swipe thing all over again. But that time I was smart. Had did a whole little flush thing again. Da 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 da. And then ratted it. Passed.
I cannot with you. I just can't.
And then I passed.
As you just admitted on camera.
What?
That fraud.
Yeah.
Then I frauded
Yeah. Yeah,
I did, but
I worked in fraud. Well, wow, that's fraud. Simple. Fraud. I said, I worked in fraud. That's fraud, babe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it don't matter now, but
it don't matter now.
Yeah. That's about.
You know how long ago it was when I was 18? I don't even remember when I was 18.
I just want you to know for future reference. That's all.
Yeah, man. Say it.
I told y'all how this podcast is gonna go before we got on.
Listen, I know how it's gonna go.
Oh my gosh.
So I ended up getting insurance, but I didn't know that it followed you. It followed me for a while. I would have never known that at all.
Yeah, man.
And then like for real, all the way up until I really quit smoking. It was difficult.
I've never been a smoker, so
nobody cares, Double Dose. No one cares at all.
I don't.
We got the insurance man on here just sitting here like he just looking like, did you just say that?
Yeah, no, bro. When you admitted it, I was just like, bro.
That's what Granted, I more so dealt with banking fraud, but I had a few insurance companies up under my belt. Yeah, like okay.
Yeah,
I did that too. I did that too back in my younger days. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man. That look, I'm tell you right now, I had a personal one with car insurance where a friend of mine tried to get me to do, for car insurance fraud. I'm just like, bro, like you do know that's insurance fraud, bro. I'm like, I ain't losing my licenses for y'all. Like the heck you think this is? Gonna ask me like, look, nah. There's certain things.
Add my car to your insurance, so
look, I'm talking about.
I did that too. I did that. I done rode around on God and Faith. God and Faith Insurance. God and Faith Insurance, man. When I tell you, that God and Faith Insurance, and then I got pulled over and gave the police officer my God and Faith Insurance card. I was scared that day.
Criminal.
He went back. He went back.
You sound like every driver in Florida that be driving out here without liability. You sound like, I pray to God and I let God handle it from there. Yeah, you're gonna be praying to God too. Look, if you have fall for an accident, somebody come and get your butt with them personal injury protection laws that you see on TV every day. Yeah, you're gonna be praying to God.
I just get him my God and Faith Insurance card. It's somebody else's insurance card, and with God and Faith, you don't run this.
Oh, shoot,
with God and Faith, you don't run this while I'm right here.
And then we'll have the nerve to ask me, because I used to work for the state. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that with insurance? Why are you asking me? Because you can look it up and tell me.
Right.
I mean, but it wasn't breaking the law for me to look it up and tell him, so I would look it up and tell.
With God,
you gotta know your rules and regulations, man. Like with people, I've been asked all types of stuff when it comes to insurance, so I'm just like, I'm like, oh, okay. Certain things, like I'll say like even some clients they overshare. You do have some clients that will overshare. I have been told some stories where I'm just like, okay, we went from talking about your car now to talking about something completely left, and I'm just like, I'm listening, and I'm just like, can we get back to the regular conversation? Because now I feel like we going into something that we really don't need to be going into. I feel like this is way more personal, and I'm like, it's a good thing this line is not recorded because it's like, I'm like, whoever would be listening, they go hear some juicy stuff, and I'm just
they just need that ear because I don't know what it is about as soon as they get on the phone with you in any setting, it's like, well, let me go ahead and tell everybody my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I be happy to sit right there and listen to them. I be like, for real, I be trying to give them solutions.
Not me. Not me. I want you to start telling your business. I'm gonna make things 16,000 times worse.
Well, I'm gonna give you a solution. I'm gonna give you a solution. I saw him messing with something for real. Well, let me tell you about this. Like, just prolonging the call because number one, I want to get off. I want to get off the clock in a decent hour. So
have a little make the day go by fast. Like, yeah, tell me your story.
I love. Oh God, I miss those.
I'm finna make things worse. I seen him do da. And he was at this girl house, and somebody told him to put sugar in his tank. Girl, don't put sugar in his tank. You got tampons in your purse. Put a tampon in this tank. Cause when they drop, when you put a tampon in this tank, the tampon gonna swell up. And then when they drop his gas tank, and they gonna change his fuel filter, everything else like that, the tampon still gonna be in there, and it's gonna swell up again. And then they're gonna be doing this all over again. The tampon still gonna be in there. It's gonna keep on swelling up, and then guess what? You're gonna end up spending a whole bunch more money trying to change fuel lines and everything else like that. The tampon still gonna be in there. He gonna be so screwed.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And then the thing is, the tampon there, it's gonna catch him when he way off guard. His behind gonna be somewhere he ain't got no place to be.
I just be nosing. I'm not finna tell you how to do criminal activity. I just be nosing. I just be trying to hear everybody's business. That's it.
At least y'all get criminal activity. I had to look. I've had some. It ain't even criminal ones like that. Be the juicy one. It be the X-rated stuff I be getting for whatever reason. Women get real comfortable with talking to me, and I'm just like, why am I hearing this? What?
Because he sound like this.
You don't know. I'm like, now come on now. You bullshitting if you don't think you don't know now. Come on now.
Hey, no, look.
Listen, they expecting to hear somebody like me. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Oh, wait a minute. That kitty is home.
He sound like Barry White. He wants some collard greens and cornbread.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you come on now. Don't. Let's not play coy. Let's not play coy.
Right. So like with me, and my thing is this. I've heard some stuff, and when they tell me that stuff, I'm just like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, really? Like I don't need to hear all of these things. Even though some ones I'm just like,
what they tell you, they can touch the back of their head with their heels.
Oh no. We talking about some. Oh, I used to mess with my best friend, and like my boyfriend didn't even know it, and yeah, and the best friend ended up being a female. You know what I'm saying? Like the girl on girl. Yeah. I've heard some stuff.
What kind of insurance you sell?
So
not that type. I tell you that much.
So it sounds so. Howard, turn this around. So you sound like you need So it sound like you need term life.
Bro, you stupid. Stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, I'm
Stupid.
gonna get me 2 sales up out of this. Sound like
Boy.
term life. And
Man,
so this your best friend? Your best friend? Okay. You may need to get term life on her too.
Go ahead and give me that card information.
Oh my God! Like it's crazy. Like I said, I've heard of them. It is always the women. The guys don't know. The guys is business. Now the guys will tell you some stuff, but it's mostly women. They go way too in deep. And I'm just like, I didn't ask for this. Why are you like in my mind? I don't say it because you don't. When I talk to you look, you just when you talk to customers, you just want to let them. You want to let them vent. You let them vent because sometimes they just need
you got to keep them on a leash.
Yeah, you do now that you do.
You can't. I've learned that because I literally work in I work in a electronic setting. You cannot just let them. You can't let them just do that. You can't. You have to give them like a little bit of freedom, but at the same time you have to know when to reel it back in, because if not, they can go completely left, and then that's how I found out that okay, how I'm gonna put it. Right
now the feminist in me is about to stand up. Like, what reel us in? No,
No, this is not just a women thing. This is a man thing as well. It's literally you. I mean, it's literally when you're working with a client. Like this literally how I found out that one of my clients is a what do you call it? A doomsday prepper.
Oh God.
She built an entire bunker up under her house that will keep her and her family alive for 300 days.
I can't stand those.
But my thing is that I asked her was, why would you want to live if everybody else is dead? And she said, well, somebody has to keep the world keep going. But if it's just you and the people in your house, how exactly?
Their logic is so weird.
No, incest is alive and well, apparently.
This was my question. If it's just you and the people in your house that's gonna keep the world, that's gonna keep the world going, all of y'all just gonna be like the Hills people.
Not the Hills, Lord.
Because that's in my mindset. That's what this was gonna be like.
Uncle Daddy and Auntie Mama, like
yeah.
Boy, look, I've heard some things from like with certain clients and stuff like that. Like it's bad, man. It's bad. It sounds like your client on some Duck Dynasty type of BS, right?
Oh no, she. When I say a whole, it's crazy. Like her bunker that she has up under her house. She said it literally goes down 14 floors.
What?
Yes. And I asked, my question I had to her was, who permitted this?
Right.
Because the city don't know about this.
They can't know about this.
14 floors?
Yeah, the city
Who she think she is, Bruce Wayne? The whole back cave of the house?
So you pretty much got your house sitting on top of a sinkhole.
Dog, boy, her house deeper than the back cave. God, dog.
One bad earthquake and she done.
One bad earthquake.
Boy, look.
One bad bowel movement, she gone.
That's it. Gonna look, hey, break the pipeline and boom, fire.
So do you work with attorneys to help people start trusts as well?
Say it again.
Do you work with attorneys to help families start trust as well?
I do not. However, I do have a lot of friends that are lawyers, also including family. So anytime anybody needs a lawyer for anything of that particular reason, I just point them in the right direction. But I do not personally deal.
I'm really interested because I really want to start a trust. Mainly, I want to start a trust like this year. Mainly for my daughter. Just in case anything happens to me, I want to make everybody life difficult.
You ain't gonna make my life difficult.
Yeah, so I guess that's a good reason to go about it.
You're not gonna stress me out from the grave.
I want everybody just to be. I want everybody just to be so. I want everybody's life just to be a headache.
I will meet your soul in hell and fight you. You will not make my life.
She double dose said what she said. She said you gonna get a double dose. You know what whooping?
I have
that's exactly what it's gonna be.
I have a total of 4 insurance policies. All of them are quite high. But I have all of my insurance policies for set reasons. But I just want to make sure that all of them go to the right things when I go.
Gotcha.
And I just want to make sure that all bills are paid. And I want to make sure that everything goes well. Say if I go before my daughter's 18, I want to make sure that when she turns 18, that a townhouse is bought for her. I want to make sure that a credit card is open for her. I want to make sure that a credit is established for her. I want to make sure that a car is bought for her. I want to make sure that money is not given to her. I want to make sure that bills are paid for her. I want to make sure that she goes to college. I want to make sure that bills are paid for her while she's in college. I don't want any money given to her.
Right.
I want to make sure. Yeah. But I just want to make sure that everything's set the right way.
No, I got you. I'm along those lines. Now for me, I don't have any kids, so not married yet or anything of that nature. Hopefully soon they will be. Don't know when, but hopefully one day. But I got god kids. I know definitely my life insurance and stuff like that would definitely go to my parents. But one day create a will and stuff like that. Which since we talk about it, man, honestly, because you never know. You don't. We all got an expiration date. We just don't know when.
My thing is that my thing is the reason why I start planning mine is because Douglas can tell you I've had a lot of expiration dates, and I have lived past all of them.
Well past sell by date.
Multiple times. I'm like cancer, meningitis, you can name it. Like I've had multiple, and I've lived past all of them multiple times. So it's taught me to prepare for the next, prepare for it. Like I'm not scared of death, but I've just prepared for it. Right. So that's why I said my thought for life insurance and everything else like that is different when it comes to other people my age, like other people in like 33, 40, like 33 to 40 and everything else like that. They may think of things differently. Even in their 20s, I was thinking about life insurance differently than other people. So, I mean, even when it comes to death, I don't want anything at all being spent on burial, casket. I would donate my body to science, and that's all I want. I don't want anything being spent for none of that. It's a waste of money.
We still having a funeral. I got a nice church hat.
I don't even want to be put in a church. I don't go to church now.
We not gonna put you in church and spontaneously combust. We not gonna
donate my body. Donate my body to science. In 5 years, when they give my body back, I want my ashes to be put in the firework I want my ashes to be put in the firework. I want that firework to be lit off and put off somewhere, and that's it. Call it a day, and then that's it.
He will be dead at this time. Ain't nobody doing all that. He gonna go. he gonna go with me, and he's gonna be cremated, and I'm gonna take him with me. He gonna be all right.
You're not taking me to Evergreen Cemetery with your mama.
My mom is at Edgewood, so that's number one.
I don't know that lady. I'm not going there with her.
You going with me? What you going? me.
That's not the way I want to meet her. Mama, J, Mama. Here we go.
all I know is double dose is on her Teddy Pendergrass. You know what? Right now, come and go with me. Come on over to Bob Mama place. That's basically what she
I'm not
said.
playing with him. You're not playing with him. We no.
Oh God.
Coming right along with me. What you
That's
mean?
why I
Oh,
said.
my
That's why I
goodness.
said when I go, I'm gonna be a burden. I'm gonna come back surprisingly in 5 years. They're gonna pick. You're gonna call somebody randomly, come pick him up.
What?
Y'all gonna be grief stricken all over again, and then have to find a firework for me to go in.
Listen, the best you gonna get, I'm gonna get one of them little sparkle things and light it next to your ashes and at it. That's the best I'm gonna do.
Wow.
Nope, I've already reached out to Chinese Lantern. I know how much it is for me to go into a firework. It's only $300. And
wait a minute, not all the time. Not only you want to be a burden, you want to be a financial burden. Absolutely not.
No.
It's only $300. It'll already be paid for through my trust.
Oh, so yeah, it's still not happening. Cause you gonna call, they're gonna call me, and I'm gonna answer, and I'm saying I'm coming to get him, and I'm gonna sit you right on the shelf.
You know
right on the shelf, and then when I go, we're going right there at Edgewood Cemetery with my mama was a great lady. You
my mama was a great lady. You can go ahead and stay here with her.
You can, that way you won't be by yourself.
I don't want to be with nobody. But
That's fireworks. That's fine. And guess what? We'll all be in one area, so we'll have all of it. Everybody can see us at once.
Put me in a firework. Hold on, put me in a firework and light me over a hilltop. There we
go. Lord have mercy. What did I walk in on? Like, what did I get?
I'm so glad you had no prior knowledge of this, so that way you could not have just denied us.
That is the best. That's the best. It's spontaneous. I love spontaneous. You know, being.
They were like, what happened in Hilltop today?
Listen, don't piss me off. I'm gonna put your ass in Eureka Gardens.
Not Eureka. Now, hold on. Wait a minute. Now
wait a minute. No, 50-20.
You know what I was just thinking about. Those.
Look at you. You about to force her early. You about to force her to croak early, man. Cut it out.
Those.
Yeah, no. First of all, he wanted the beneficiaries. I'm not going nowhere. No.
Those. You know what I'm just thinking about?
What?
They're gonna call y'all in 5 years and everybody gonna be already gone.
Just horrible. Just horrible.
I'm sorry, global orbit.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is that a real thing? They can put you in a firework?
Yeah, it's $300. It's Chinese. It's Chinese Lantern.
Can I just be a sparkler to scare my sister? That's all I want.
Yeah, you can. They can. You can send me your ashes. And they can,
just scare your sister.
Just to scare. We don't get along. So the plan is when we get to a certain age, especially if we live like a long time. My plan is to scare her and take her out with me at the same time. That's the
plan.
Plan. Just.
It's not a bad plan.
2 birds with 1 stone. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna be fighting in death. That's it.
Yeah, that drama, I ain't for that. Siblings, friends, family, yeah.
Oh, it ain't no. This about the quietest. This been the longest, quietest fight ever.
Not the longest, quietest fight. And basically, in other words, you already know what's up.
They both avoid each other.
We go above and beyond to
avoid each other.
Mm-hmm. Y'all watch Country Wayne? Y'all watch Country Wayne skits?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I can't.
I don't think he's funny anymore.
As far, I'll say this: the skits wise, they get kind of, it just depends on what skit you. Yeah, it depends on what skit it is on what day. Now, one thing I will say, though, you and your sister remind me of the new one where Amber and his sister and her sister Amanda, like you and your sister remind me of that situation. like Amber is the bougie, good looking sister, but like you got that other sister Amber, and now they look just alike in the skits. I'm not gonna lie, they actually look like they could be real sisters for real. Now she comes down and she did something devastating to the point where Amber wouldn't forgive her, like at all. She did something basically to the mother, like it was that devastating. So she don't want to forgive her, but the family is trying to force her to forgive her sister, right? And she basically told the secret of what happened with their mother that her sister Amanda did, and now her sister has threatened to whoop her tail, right?
Okay.
Now the sister Amanda can fight, Amber can't, but Amber is like, yo, I'm gonna run my mouth because you don't deserve forgiveness. So y'all kind of remind me of that. Now, can either one of y'all fight? Yeah, y'all just like, yeah.
I fight.
No.
I have an issue.
No, we can. We
like she has no.
Yeah,
she has
y'all do that. Y'all just gonna buy each other and just like boom.
at this stage in my life with the health issues and the lack of muscle the lack of muscle tone there, whatever. I don't have the energy to fight. I'm not fighting.
Just hit me. I'm call the police.
That's it.
That's it.
Because technically, I fall within the disability scale. So, my dear, I'm off. Go, please do it, because I'm gonna do it lay on the ground.
Lord, and like what? Hey, look, at least you know she's gonna be taken away.
Yeah.
That's it. Gone.
That is A-okay. But don't get me wrong. I love her with all my heart. We them people. I love you from afar.
There you go.
And that's the best way it is. And we always been like that. I don't know why. We always kind of had that fighting spirit with each other. Don't know why. But I think because we're the younger girls in the family. I think that's what it is. And I'm the youngest. I'm the baby on both sides. So it's like I'm gonna get what I want either way.
See, that reminds me of my baby sister. Get what? She ain't never had the boy. I'm talking about. I ain't gonna disclose too much, but at the same daggone time, I'm like, how you not get what me and my other siblings got when we were growing up? But you just over here scotch free
like that. We ain't got nothing to do with that. We the babies. We can't.
What you mean, y'all? No. It don't work that way. I'll be damned.
Take that up with the parents. They don't listen. We're the youngest ones.
Yeah. Y'all the youngest ones that got here probably by accident. One of these boys that's no. They got up. Look, your parents got up and they decided to have one late, and you just happen to be it. They just don't feel like beating your tail because they're too old to do it, or they just tired. Because me personally, I still don't feel like that's right. I'm like, you my sibling, god dog. You got to go through the same type of crap that I had to go through.
Well, that sounds like a hater to me.
No, ain't no hater. That's only right. Chucky, am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, you are right. She Double Dose is also the one that literally cause all the trouble and get everybody else in trouble. And then if things didn't go her way, she literally get everybody else in trouble and still do the same thing now.
I don't need my other sister, who's a great supporter of ours. I don't need her jumping on here co-signing nothing. Okay, so we finna
still does the same thing now.
We finna co-sign.
And Lily, and then if things don't go her way, we'll call her daddy.
I sure will. I sure will.
No, you see, no.
I am my daddy's child.
Lord,
and he'll call you and tell you about yourself.
Yes.
He is called Chucky.
I am 33. I am 33 years old. And he'll literally call me. And I'll literally like, are you calling me to tell me to tell me I am not your child? And then he'll tell me, you gonna tell me I'm not your daddy?
But
And
you
then
call
he
him
make
Pop.
up a whole scenario of how he met my mama.
But you call him Pop, so you
I
are
know.
like a child
It
of him.
doesn't matter. He made up a whole scenario how he met my mama.
I ain't gonna do it.
Wow.
All I know is that I call my dad and he'll get some straightening, so I ain't worried about it.
And then if I don't listen to him, he'll hang up from me and call my husband.
They got the cutest little relationship. It's so cute. It's so cute.
Wow.
My husband is 27.
But it's so cute. Like my dad, my dad took to him immediately. Like he's a wonderful person, and he took to him immediately. And they always asking about him. So don't act like that. They have a little relationship.
86.
First of all, my dad is 78. I had to.
My husband is 86.
Oh God.
But yes, this is a great episode. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. Shit Talk Podcast. Talking
problem.
And informing us about life insurance and the importance of car insurance and business insurance and and letting everybody know that literally you can get life insurance for literally pennies on the dollar a day.
Yeah,
and you can
know.
Beyonce concert.
Yeah, you can do it. Look, like I said, you can do both. Even though I look, if you've already seen Beyonce once, I don't get the idea of wanting to see her again, even more expensive price. That doesn't make sense to me. But whatever, y'all ladies do what y'all do, because can't nobody tell y'all nothing. I say it like that. I have learned in my life, don't tell a woman no, because she gonna do what she want to do.
Exactly. See,
so, you should be married soon.
Don't see.
You should be married. You literally just said. I don't know when I'm be married. I have no kids yet. You should be married soon. With that logic.
Hey, brother. Hey, look. I'm trying to tell you, but it's not all. I'll say it like this: it's not all sunshine and rainbows out here on the dating scene, man. Like,
it's not. It's piss in the dating pool.
Yeah, man. Like
that Facebook post the other day says a little ass here in this dating pool.
Bro, look, man, look.
Dating pool got a little ass hair in it.
Look, man, look. I'm gonna say it like this. For me, it seems like for whatever reason, all the ones that I be clicking with, it's always at a distance. Like they always live at a certain distance, and like even for Jacksonville, I promise on everything. When I was there, nobody. And I do mean nobody was interested. That or it's not the right time. I'm just focusing on me. I'm just doing this and da da da. I leave, and it's oh hey Red, how you been? Da 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 da. And I'm just like, really?
Where you at now?
I'm in Orlando. I'm really actually a little bit past Orlando. I live out in the Kissimmee area, so I'm a little bit past Orlando.
Kissimmee.
Yeah, look like Kissimmee, like Kissimmee, whichever one is the preference. But yeah, I'm out there, man. But yeah, it's man, I've had some conversations and stuff like that, and I'm just like, why I couldn't be like this when I was there, or else I probably wouldn't have moved, or stuff like that. And then I get here, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Orlando is more of the single type of city than a relationship type of city. There's plenty of things to do in Orlando for relationships, but the women, oh Lord, bro, let me tell you something. A lot of people think Jacksonville is ratchet.
Yeah, I can see it. It's like a fly by night. It's right down the middle.
Man, look, Orlando. Just about. Like I said, I work in it. Every other weekend, I do a little something, and I just look around and I'm just like, what the? Especially them there's a lot of influencers here in Orlando. a lot of social media influencers in Orlando.
I
I've
didn't
come
really know
across.
that was like a real job. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I just realized, I literally just realized not too long ago that was a real job. Between that and snitching, I did not know those two things was a real job. I did not.
That's called an informant.
Well, you know, it's an informant now, but I mean, I didn't know those two things was a real job. I did not know those two things was a real job.
Man, they are everywhere, man. They be in the streets. Like, I'll probably say the stupidest ones that I see are the fellas that actually think they got game, interviewing like girls is probably like younger than them or something like that. But like when I say the stupidest ones, I mean like basically there's this one where this guy like he basically holds the phone. This is all they do. They got a big following on YouTube or Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally just go to they literally just grab their phone like this and they go in and interview these little like young chicks. You could tell they're young just by looking at it. They're young and immature, like maybe I don't know 20, 19, 20, 21 years old, something like that. And if they older than that, I don't know how, because the way they sound, I'm just like, did you have a father?
Lord,
did you have a father?
I'm sorry. That's literally when I look at the videos, I'm like, did you have a father? Because it's like you sound like it's bad.
wow.
It's bad.
I like to see the ones when you know both of them cheating or you know when I'm cheating. It's like,
I like
loyalty test, switch phones. I'm just if I know I'm cheating, I know I'm cheating. Loyalty test, babe. If you don't get away from him with that foolishness, no, you don't trust me. No, you shouldn't trust me. Walk away.
I wouldn't have a problem with giving up my phone to my significant other. My only thing is that I'm not cheating. Of course, I'm not cheating, but
Right.
I am talking shit. Like I am talking cold hard shit. I'm talking about the whole lineage at this point. Like, and I'm in different group chats talking shit. So I don't know, like, you know, some people might, okay, no, she not cheating, but damn, I ain't know why I had to be a no neck motherfucker today. Like what? Like what? Damn.
No, it ain't even that.
That's like, a pirate bastard. Like that.
It ain't even that. You know, it ain't even that. You know, I'm a whole bug. Like I'm a whole bug on every social media platform. I am.
Yes.
I know that I am. Like I literally been messaging this man's ex-wife all day today, pretending that me and him was in a relationship all day today.
Bro, what?
But she mad. Like she is
mad.
Mad.
She is like full-fledged mad. I've been messaging her all day today, pretending that me and him were in a relationship.
Bro, why?
Both of them is feeding into it and fucking with this lady. It was funny. It's still funny, but at the same time, it's like, damn, I feel kind of bad for her. But to be fair, she started it.
She messaged me first. She messaged
what?
She wanted women that inbox her man friends and
she messaged me first talking about hey, I'm his ex-wife. He left me with no money, no car, and he cheated on me and gonna send me pictures of him, the woman supposedly he cheated with, and a whole bunch of screenshots. I said, when did this happen? Me and him have been having sex ever since 2013. And we just been going back and forth all day. I know I don't be cheating, but I'm just a whole bug. If I swap phones, my husband gonna think I'm been fucking this man.
You just gonna see me talking cold hard shit. Like
what?
That's what you think?
This ain't the only.
I love you, but you know, some days you piss me off.
This ain't the only. This ain't the only person. I know I don't cheat, but literally, my best friend Chris. The other day, I messaged him the other day. I said, "What's up? You want some head?" And then he's straight. No, listen, he's straight. This shit was funny. He's straight. I didn't know that he was on a date when I texted him, and he had his phone. He had his phone sitting down on the table. And then the girl picked up his phone. And then I guess the girl got mad because she saw the message. And he messaged me talking about this why I can't have no girl. This why I can't have no girls. Because all girls think I'm gay because you send me shit like this. I said, well, bro, why would you let her get your phone? Y'all just met. And he talking about the phone was sitting down. And I was like, you didn't even talk to her no way. She invading your privacy.
And this is all day. This is all day.
Wow.
What I'll be doing.
Wow. I'll say this. You know what? Maybe that was a good thing for him because the fact that she just literally looking at on the first date.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that she already doing
I would have
that.
just hovered my phone over it and like, oh, let me take a couple pictures and I'm gonna throw this in a group chat later. Like, y'all, did you see this? Like, woo, this man is.
Oh my gosh. Man,
yeah, you end up. I mean, at least with me, you end up in a group chat. That's.
But for me, majority of all of my male friends are straight. Majority of all of my male friends are straight. Like majority of all of my male friends that are close to me are straight. And majority of all of them, I fuck with them. Like I literally do. Like throughout the day, I send messages like that. Just be fucking with them. Or like I'll message their girls and be like, "What's up?" Well, I'll message their girls like, "What's up?" So I'm gonna let you know. Your what's up? Your man said next time you need to use 2 hands.
Bro,
We thank you so much for joining us tonight.
We started off on that.
We don't. I promise you, it does not get better from here. I promise.
We started off on that though. That's what we do.
Yeah, we started off on that. We got kill the music. Kill the music. We got to leave you laughing. Thank you for joining
our podcast
tonight.
This is what I do. But I know if I swap phones, because my husband doesn't go through my phone. I don't go through his phone either. But I know if I swap phones or I do a loyalty test, this ain't gonna look good. It's gonna look horrible.
Bro, what the man? See, boy.
No, okay.
But
so
but
one
look,
of my really really close friends, which I'm not going to disclose too much, but one of my really close friends, like his girl, like she literally messaged me and she was like, I really don't think that I'm doing it right. Like I really don't think that I'm doing it right. Like how exactly do I supposed to do it? So what I did was I went on Twitter. I went on Twitter and I sent her I sent her gay porn, and I said, "What here? Like this is how guys do it. Like I don't really know what to do. Like I don't know what to do. I don't get hit from girls. Like this is how guys do it." And she was like, "Thanks." And I was like, I mean, I don't really know exactly what to tell you. I mean, use your tongue. I don't. What am I supposed to tell you?
Oh my God! I'm glad I'm not close with my friends that are gay like that, because I'd be like, what?
I don't know. I mean, like we're all like brothers. So it's like it's not that big of a.
It's not. To be honest, I think people make more of a bigger deal than it should be. It's just like be secure.
It's not that big of a thing, but but for his girl to ask me that question, I thought that was quite weird though. That was the weirdest thing that I have ever got, because me and her aren't that close. Me and her
that was very random. And
so that's how I responded back to her. And then I just messaged him. And I was like, man, yo girl, like mad weird. You may want to find you somebody else.
Yeah, the fact she asked the guy that question, that was.
I was like, I literally mentioned, I was like, man, I don't think your girl got any
friends. Sexual orientation aside, the fact that she asked you that question, I find it a little bit concerning.
Mm.
Why? Oh, wait a minute. Why?
No, I'm just saying, like, why would she just ask one on homegirls?
Yeah, I thought
either.
That's why I thought that maybe that's why I said she just don't have any friends.
Man, maybe
I
that's
wouldn't go that far. I mean, she probably has friends. I mean,
does she?
I look. I looked
Time
up
out.
one of my friends. You know, our friend. She was kind of out there, so she definitely gave me pointers. So you know, but everybody doesn't have that friend that's out there that can give them that kind of guidance.
But you gotta have your own friends. You don't ask your friends.
Friends.
You don't ask your friends. You don't ask your man's gay friend.
Well,
you don't do that.
okay, I guess from that standpoint, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I was just like that's weird.
Yeah,
that's
it's weird.
Really, really weird. Like she don't have her own gay best friend. She couldn't.
What does she feel? Does she
had
feel
to ask.
like y'all were friends?
No, we don't talk like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Especially when they don't talk like that. She don't have a gay friend to ask her stuff, but she had to ask her boyfriend's gay friend. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
Okay, then I stand corrected.
You know what I'm saying? It's not correlating. That's all I'm saying. It's not.
Yeah. that's why it was up me. That's why I didn't indulge with it. I just was like, yeah, here's something off of Twitter. There you go.
There you go.
I get it. That's why I say I stand corrected, because you know, maybe
Yeah, man. Like it's kind of crazy, man. Boy, look at I say like this. You got.
That's why I said like some of those loyalty tests be kind of funny when they be doing it, but it'd be like, if you obviously know you're cheating, like just go ahead and just exit the room. Like like if you know you got something you're gonna find in your phone, don't even do it
at all.
This is like them people just be straight up stupid.
Oh yeah, they be straight up stupid, but at the same time they want to say something stupid. Like I said, you be having a lot of these young chicks that, like I said, these guys really actually think they got game. They got a bunch of following and stuff like that. They be interviewing these chicks and basically like, be asking the most generic questions. Yes. I kid you. Anybody could do this. Okay. Walk up to a random chick with a phone, interview them. Hey, what's your name? Da da da. And they specifically like point out and go to these places like spring break, Miami, or spring break in Tampa, something like that, right? They'll go to the beach, right? You know, black people, we love to invade Miami Beach like it ain't nothing, especially the young ones that ain't got no money or in college, right? They go and ask the dumbest question like, hey, turn around for me. Is it fat or flat? The most generic question about a woman's ass.
Can't you just look at it and see?
Bro,
because I know mine is flat.
Look, this how I know some of our young women they don't have a daddy. That or their parents have too much of an influence on them. They turn around, let the guy grab it, all of it, and I'm just like,
that's just flat out disrespectful.
Exactly. You don't let nobody grab you behind without getting money first.
They don't even do that.
What?
I promise on everything. It's too easy. That's how you know they just out here. It's bad. I'm gonna say it like that. And then some answers like with what type of guys they're into, you can tell what type of answer it's about to be given before they even speak, just by looking at them. Not to be prejudiced or anything, but just saying. I'm just saying, like, so that's the type of stupid stuff I see on like social media. These guys got a huge following. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. This younger generation is none for. That's all I gotta say. So, but the Orlando dating pool here is kind of, to be honest, they just want to bone.
Yeah, that's what I used
to. They just want to bone. Ain't nobody really looking to build like that, and if they are, there's a I mean, I don't mind a pre-made family. I don't, to be honest. But when you got multiples out here and stuff like that, I'm just like, yeah, I'm good.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. Like, don't get me wrong. I love children. I adore children. But is that like something I immediately gravitate towards? No.
No.
children now.
And for me, it's everybody has different rules. My rule is one child. Obviously, it's gonna be one, child's mother. That's it. Like I don't unless there was like a death or something. No, I don't do multiples. Or like divorced, that's understandable. You had 3 kids with this person, y'all got divorced. Okay, they're all with one person. I'm not dealing with people who got the whole family tree out here making branches everywhere. Can't do it.
Those I actively avoid. I'm good. Heck, even the plastic surgery out here is crazy. Like,
I
oh
believe
God,
it's
boy.
crazy in Orlando. I can
Oh
believe.
gosh, look, and Orlando's mixed too, so it's everywhere. Whether you
But is
gay,
it soft?
straight, bisexual,
I
it don't
always
matter.
wondered, like, is it soft or is it hard or?
I don't be trying to figure it out, to be honest. It looked disgusting to me. Half of them look like queen ants. The women is as far as that goes. Now the ones on, a
I
little
ain't
bit
think
on
about
the
ants. I always think of like a wasp.
yeah, yeah. Them little behind legs and the thing that bad boy in the back do not match at all. They can't even fit the darn jeans on. Like, and you can tell when somebody's had the operation. You can tell, like you just look, especially a lot of them. They wear a lot of them sundresses that just be showing their midsection and all that stuff. You could just look at the stomach and you be like, yep, she done had the operation. That thing back there is fake, probably hard in the mug.
I feel
Just,
good knowing that nobody will ever look at my butt and be like, she had an operation. If they did, it was a botched surgery. Like,
oh shoot. I can tell you this. I can
I'm
tell you
sorry,
this.
I couldn't bypass that one.
Look, I can tell you this just from the experience of hosting brunches. Look, I've had one dance on me, and that thing is heavy. When I say that thing is heavy, I'll be like, well, dang.
I
I
was
gotta
listening to
squat with it?
somebody's podcast the other day, and he said that he was doing Uber, and this girl got in his car, and she of course had a fake ass, and she sat down, and he had his heated seat on. And she got out the car, and his heated seat didn't work anymore. And he couldn't figure out why his heated seat didn't work. So he brought his car into Volkswagen to see why his heated seat wouldn't work anymore. And come to find out, because her butt was so heavy, it broke the little
element.
thing. No, your element things that was in the heated seat. Her ass broke his heated seat because it was so heavy.
Yeah, it's true. Like I said, from experience, I've been behind one. Didn't know it was. I said this. I didn't know immediately just because of what she had on. But when I felt it, and I saw her another time because she came back from brunch a different time, and I saw her and I happened to look and I was like, yeah, it's fake. Just happened to look real quick. And then she twerked on me and I was like, ooh, this is different.
This is different.
Real different. It's real different. Like you can just feel the difference in your lap, bro. Like it's very different, brother. You feel that it's a difference in weight to it. I can tell you that much, boy. But like she puts like some 30-pound dumbbells back there, something like that. Something. Each cheek.
That makes me feel proud about my little pancake booty. I am proud, honey.
Hey, look, I'll take the pancake over that heavy stuff any day. But that right there, boy. I'm telling you right now, like to the brothers that be out here that say they don't care, bro. All right, look, see if your thing is working in about a good 5 years, bro, from getting crushed.
I don't know. You still have people in their 20s for some reason taking Viagra, honey. So I have no idea.
I don't even understand the women that get it at an early age, because it's like you do realize your grown women weight hits at that 30, about that 30, early 30s, right there. That grown woman weight, like I have some college classmates like that was small, or even from high school that was small. And you look at them now, you be like, "Ooh, Lord." They has to look, have a kid or so, or saying, or they just like just develop it over time, like because your metabolism slows down the older you get. So it starts to develop, and next thing you know, you like dang, you ain't look like this back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's good? So it hits right. I can tell you that for some if they wait. But the problem is they want to be looked at now. They want to be valued. They don't feel value in themselves, so they go get that stuff and follow these dumb behind celebrities and stuff like that. Want to be a city girl so bad, Speaking of that, man, what's the name? That girl going down. That girl going down in hot flames, boy.
Oh,
Y'all know which one? The one that like golden showers. Your girl can't act. She apparently like golden showers now.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. We talked about her last week, hun. I don't remember her name. We drawing a blank.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't last week, it was the week before. But we definitely, because we mentioned the whole golden shower conversation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember. She came out with it now. Everybody talking about it like getting peed on.
You if you watch BMF, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
I actually stopped watching BMF when the daddy cheated on the mama. Honestly, because there was no need for it, and I feel like it was no need for it. It was no need for those 30 seconds that he even played in the show. So
yeah.
You seen the latest episode?
I stopped watching.
Okay, well,
as far as the one this did happen in the latest episode, but yeah, she can't.
She can't act.
And that I feel like
I did see that on Twitter.
I feel like Black Hollywood, honestly, is just throwing anybody in there that's got a name for themselves. Like basically, our actors are now TikTokers and Instagram content creators that can't act. There's certain content creators that can act. They got literal talent, but don't be throwing rappers and all this stuff. You got people that are really talented actresses and actors that have been doing this stuff for years, went to school for it. They don't get an opportunity, but because this person got a name, they get a chance at acting before this person that can't. Heck, she can't even really rap like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
she can't read.
My point is like is and then you're gonna give them a job at acting just because of their name for viewership. It's like and I hate to bring this up, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Live action Lion King. I don't care. That movie was horrible. That movie was horrible. Those weren't even characters. You might as well just say everybody was playing themselves. I didn't see Nala. All I heard was Beyonce. If you don't bring the character to life, that's not acting. You have to bring the character to life. When she was singing the Nala parts, all I heard was Beyonce. I didn't hear Nala. But when she was talking, all I heard was Beyonce. Like, you gotta bring the character to life. Like, she's not, in my opinion, she's not a good actor.
No, Beyonce's not. But that's honestly, to me, that's majority of things that Tyler Perry comes out with. They're not good.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
I miss the plays, man. The plays, oh god.
The plays used to be great, but now he's so focused on becoming this thing, this great big thing that everybody, for some reason, are awarding him on because he's African American. That he's working on trying to put all these things out and make all these things out and put them all out so fast.
Quantity over quality, unfortunately. That's what's happening a lot right now, because Lord knows, like, half these people now, I'm just like, that's why I don't even say, like, I'd rather watch something over and over again in syndication that was good than this new stuff. Like, it's just that, in us as a culture, we promote all this, like, yes, do I want my people to be successful? Absolutely. Yeah. But give me quality, god dog. Like, seriously, all this love, hip hop, drama, I'm tired.
I really want something that shows that we can lift each other up, that we can empower each other, that shows that we can, that us as a people can do something more than argue, fight, and drag each other down.
Thank you.
I want something that okay, you want to do Love and Hip Hop, you want to do what's the other show?
Real Housewives.
No, the Married to Medicine, everything else like that. Show these people actually married. Show these people actually in relationships. Why are these single people on these shows?
Don't make any sense.
Yes, and then the only thing they do is argue and fight. You got people in their 50s arguing and fighting over shit that don't even matter
at all. It's stupid. It's
exactly.
really, really stupid. There's no.
I have seen 16,000 Nenes. We done seen her every nose transformation that she has had. Her skin has changed 17 colors. She done went through every color transformation. It was like she done went through all the Jackson 5s. We ain't nobody talking about that, and her ass about 60.
He is a little long in the tooth. He's a little long in the tooth.
And then you got the other one. What's her name? Candy, whoever, the one that sound like a smoker still trying to sing.
Candy Burris.
Yes, and she out there dressing like what's the lady? My Neck and My Back.
Kaya, not
yeah,
Kaya.
She dressing like Kaya. Dressing like Kaya. Jesus Lord. And you shouldn't be dressing like that. You got a child. She literally got a child that is in her 20s. Why are you and her child dressing the same?
They wear the same size?
Yes. They shouldn't be wearing the same thong. Nobody wants to see that.
She wants to feel youthful.
You can feel useful in the house, you and your short husband. We don't want to see that in the public. And then you got, what's her name? Minnie Mouse, the other one with the nose, T.I. wife.
Oh,
Tiny.
Piggy, Tiny.
Yeah, her. Her and that damn nose.
Oh, I sure can call her Piggy. I did not mean.
She keep fixing everything on her body but the face. Everything but the face. And then my thing is, if they gonna keep singing these same songs from 1993, why won't none of them stop smoking and drinking? They sound like they sound like somebody from Sherwood.
Listen.
They sound like the Sherwood. They sound like you remember you know up there, what's that park up there? James Weldon Johnson. No, what park?
Not Lonnie Miller.
Lonnie Miller. Those women up there, Lonnie Miller Park. That's what they sound like. Those women that sing up there, Lonnie Miller Park up there at the pavilion. That's what they sound like. Them three smoking women. That's what the fuck they sound like.
We apologize.
Oh God.
Those three smoking women,
Lord,
their family members.
I got to start on a tangent. That's my fault. I got to start on.
I'm sorry.
No. You knew what you would. I felt like y'all knew what y'all were doing, and because I'm like, he finna hit.
Hey, look, no, but look, he got a point. I'm about as tired of it as he is. Like it's at this point, I'm like, look, us as a culture, we out here embarrassing ourselves now. Like
embarrassing ourselves.
Like Smokey Robinson came out.
Gasms.
Why? Like why in your old age, brother?
Listen,
like look.
I wrote that Bengay on them knees, and your granny is mine.
Like I'm trying to figure this out. I'm like, why do we? I'm like, why do our we talking about on the pedestal of Black excellence? Why are they coming out telling us all their business? We don't need to know this. Like, please keep your we look. We only got a handful left. Okay, that actually don't have anything as far as like bad to say about. We only got a handful of them left. Because like it feels like there's one passing or two passes each of every other month, something like that. Smokey, why would you come out and talking about you done had an affair way back in the day with Diana Ross. We don't need to know that. We don't need to know none of that stuff. Like, I'm just like, bro, what?
You got Shaka Khan out here literally talking bad about people. Shaka Khan, we didn't even know you were still alive. We did. Like, you could have just stayed over there, kept on.
Man,
like,
something tell me Auntie Shaka, man, she been like that her whole life, man. Apparently,
yes.
Like Auntie Shaka, she been on one for real. It was just never publicized like that. But
I can see that though. I can see her being a little messy. I can see.
Oh, the judge, the way she be out there like that, I'd be like, Some tells me she was Erykah Badu before there was Erykah Badu.
I can believe that.
I'm telling you, I think Shaka was Erykah before Erykah. That's all I got to say about it. Something tells me whoever she would mess with, she would mess that man up. That's all I got to say. And then now I don't know if she'll, like, as far as having that man dressed in different outfits and questioning his inner self like Erykah did and everything. Like, brother, the next thing you know, he in a coat. But like
maybe it was just a little different back then. Maybe.
Man, them drugs and everything else back then definitely was different. But yeah, nowadays, man, I just want us as far as like our black, I don't want to call them items. I just want to call them inspirations. Because I don't have no item. I don't believe in all that stuff. But like inspirations, ones that we like legends in our culture. I just want to stop talking. I want them to stop talking and stop revealing stuff.
I'm just starting to realize the people that I used to look up to, and I'd be like, oh yeah, these people were like so awesome. They ain't shit. Oprah Winfrey ain't shit. Whoopi Goldberg ain't shit. Like, none of those people ain't shit. They not. Oprah Winfrey, like, why would you go to Hawaii and literally buy up 200 and something odd acres of Hawaii? Those people don't want us there. Why would you buy up majority of their damn island? Whoopi Goldberg, I thought she was like awesome. I thought she was great for the longest. And then I stood like for the longest, like, okay, yes, like she does all these things. She speaks on all these black issues and everything else like that. And then it literally comes out of all these things that she did in the 90s when she was in all these white relationships. I mean, she was interracial relationships. There we go. She was in these interracial relationships, and she allowed these things, with the things that she allowed these people to do and say, and use the N-word freely and everything else like that, and go in blackface and everything else like that. And it's wrong.
Yep.
And then it's just like, Jesus Lord, like these people are crazy.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot. I'm saying it's a lot. Like, to have these people held at a certain standard, I'll say, and then it's like, oh, you really do suck. Like, damn. Like, when you told me about Whoopi Goldberg, she was my favorite for the longest. Like
she was mine too.
That's what it tells you. Like, you never really hold too much stake in all of what you see in Hollywood. Like, Hollywood is really a big behind front.
And if they sorry, interrupt.
No, you good. But like, yeah, Hollywood's a big behind front. They just basically, get put on the front scene because, hey, they're actors, comedians, all of this stuff. There's really like it's a lot of gray area in the way they live their life, and I mean, like, you got people looking up to them. I like what Charles Barkley was a basketball player. In the 90s, he said, I ain't a role model. Straight up like that. He told him, I ain't a role model. A lot of people was mad at him, like, why you don't want to be a role model? Look at kids. They shouldn't be looking up to them. They should be looking up to the parents. The ones who's teaching them and stuff like that, even though we know sometimes, for the most part, parents ain't anything either. So it just depends on the situation. But, I mean, like, yeah, the Hollywood is It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, and then they released the Epstein flight list, and majority of everybody in Hollywood's on it. Like majority of everyone.
And that's why I can't even get mad about the Epstein list, because it's like, okay, everybody is literally on it. What can you do? What will be?
The Obamas were on it. The majority of all the presidents were on it.
So it's like, well, what can you do?
You can't. They can't arrest anybody.
Exactly.
You can't arrest. What are you going to arrest all the Supreme Court, because they're on it?
Good grief. Boy, this whole world is twisted.
That's why I'm gonna just watch my TV show and just pray about it later, because I'm like, nothing can be done.
Oh yeah, there's nothing that can be done. Like I just wish the whole, like, everything in the culture was different. Like I don't even listen to today's hip hop. To be honest, I'm forced to listen to that stuff just because I'm an MC and I have to know it. Like whenever you MC, you get the crowd involved, your whole interaction off of songs, off of people's feelings, how they're feeling, stuff of that nature. I hate today's hip hop. When I say I hate, I HATE, all caps, with a couple of exclamation points or however many. I can't stand it. I'll listen to the 90s or early 2000s any day over today's hip hop, because all they're doing is talking about drugs. Say even today, the R&B that gets played on the radio, which I don't listen to the radio anymore anyway, just go on Apple Music and I go search, something that's new, with Ari Lennox and Jasmine Sullivan. I'll listen to them. Lucky Day, I'll listen to him. Kevin Ross, I don't know if y'all ever heard of him. He's pretty good. Listen to Kevin Ross. He's really good. But like God, like people like that, I listen to them R&B wise, because I'm not listening like to the regular stream R&B stuff. Like the regular stream, all this is about sex. That's it. That somebody did something terrible or whatever have you, but it's all about sex, and I'm just like, for crying out loud, can we get some substance, some love in something? So yeah, that's how I feel about music too. I'm just like, I'm over it.
I am smiling because this is my third time wrapping up. So
you can wrap it up if you want to, brother.
All right, yeah, we have went way over. So thank you so much for. We were, huh?
I said that's what happened when a conversation gets good. Like
it does. It does.
These are facts, man.
But we would like to have you back again.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming here to Shit Talk Podcast. Again, this is your host, Chucky.
We can direct everybody to you directly if they have any questions regarding insurance or anything like that, correct?
Yes, that is true. I will go ahead and announce on my Instagram pages. Those are the main two. At JREL, that's a letter J, REL _ for like any type of events page, or my insurance page. You can find me at my name, Jarrell Kite Insurance.
Gotcha.
That's all you gotta do.
How you spell kite?
It's KIGHT.
Just like that.
Just want to make sure we spell kite right.
No, because it's right there on the screen. That's why I was like, why you just didn't look at the screen?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Because we download the audio.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about. I was like, it's right there. Just look at it.
No. Some people still misspell it. Like people got me on Facebook and still be mispronouncing that. I'm just like, how you misspell my name and it's right there. Like friends that have known me for years still like put the N in there or put KITE, and I'm just like, you know what? Like whatever. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, this is your host, Chucky.
Double dose.
And we will see y'all next week.
Bye.
And I'll be in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Shout out to Duval.
That's a really long drive.
All
right. Bye.
Bye.
I can never do this.
That's a double dose. Andale, andale, vámonos. They lucky I did not pull up with the check it, but they wanna hear it, so here I go. Let me talk my shit. Yeah. Let me talk my shit.